Welcome to Chrissy Be Talking. It's 5 Things Friday. I haven't changed clothes, but I am wearing hair jewelry. I don't understand why we don't just wear hair jewelry all the time.
I'm gonna sing my song, not your song. Can't get it wrong, cause it's my song. You can sing along, don't get it wrong. It's my song. You can go and sing your song, and my song will stay strong, cause I believe in my song.
Welcome to 5 Things Fridays, where I'm going to tell you 5 things. This week I'm going to tell you my top 5 TV villains. So I got this idea from this comedian Ryan something. I'll put the link in the description box. He did his top 5 movie villains, and he did this joke about Maggie Gyllenhaal that I laughed, like I had tears coming out of my eyes, but I don't agree with. So I thought of my movie villains, and I realized that I watch so much more TV than I actually do movies. So I was like, well, who are my top 5 TV villains? Hi, so I'm gonna be the summary genie. Of course, you can't really give summaries without big earrings, and I want you to know that there are some spoilers in this video. Not a lot. I try my very best not to give away a lot of things. So if it seems like bear, it's because I don't want to tell you all the business. I want you to watch the shows if you're gonna watch the shows. And of course, this is a great time to watch stuff that you haven't watched. My number 5 villain is Jonathan Randall. So he's this guy from this show, The Outlander. So basically, The Outlander is about this woman who lives in like the 30s or 20s or something, and then all of a sudden she gets sucked into like the 1600s and has to live in this war-torn country, and she meets this guy, blah, blah, blah. You have to watch it, but just so you know what it's about. But you wouldn't think that your heart would be sucked out of your body by watching it, but that's what happens. Great show. I only watched the first season and a little bit of the second. I am gonna watch it because it's a good show. I think they're in season 5 right now, but I distinctly remember my coworker telling me that I should watch the show. So I'm like, okay, because I thought, okay, we're cool. And so I go and watch the show, and my heart is ripping out of me, and I'm thinking, does she not like me? Why would she put me through this? But this guy, Jonathan Randall, he was just, So number 4 is from the show Handmaid's Tale. So Handmaid's Tale is basically a dystopian society where the United States basically goes to war, and the side that wins ends up taking away all of the rights from women. And like the underlying reason behind that is because in this world the fertility rate is low, so there's not a lot of children being born. The women are broken into these sections. So you have the wives, and those are women who are, married to, I guess, respectable men who believe in the cause. Then you have the handmaids, and these are women who have had children or are able to have children. And the thing that gets me about that show is that I would be a handmaid, because they are women who are not married, or they have had husbands who were not loyal to the cause. They have the Marthas, who are like older women who are past childbearing age, but they don't have husbands. Then they have to be like basically maids in a house. So anyway, won't give it away. You just gotta watch it. It was also a book. I don't even remember. I was working from home when this show came out. I wanted the show to be in the background while I was working. Like, I'm thinking, I'm not gonna pay attention. I'm just gonna handle this work and not worry about what's going on TV, right? Of course, I couldn't help but stop and watch it. So my top villain from that show, there are so many villains. Like, honorable mention villain, Fred, the husband, and of course, honorable mention goes to Aunt Lydia. I can't with Aunt Lydia. I want to punch Aunt Lydia in the face. But my number 1 villain on this show is Serena. Like, I know in this last season they tried to show us Serena's backstory and we're supposed to understand where she's coming from. And I'm just like, no, Serena, no, I don't care. No, you helped create this. You helped create this, Serena. And if I see her on the street, my son will watch these princess rap battles on YouTube. And so they were doing this one, and I was like, why? Where do I know this princess from? And I was like, it's Serena! Ooh, Serena. Like, I don't like it. I don't care if we're trying to see your human part and you're trying to help the baby and all of that. Nah. Deuces, Serena. Okay, so my number 3 TV villain, I know people won't agree because they're going to say she's not a villain. In fact, I have a friend very specifically who I know is not going to see her as a villain, but to me, she's a villain and she gets on my nerves, and every time she talks, I'm just like, ah! It's Hannah from Tyler Perry's The Have and Have-Nots. Tyler Perry's The Have and Have-Nots is basically a show about, the title of the show is about the haves and the have-nots, and in pure Tyler Perry fashion, it's a whole lot of tomfoolery going on. It's a good show. It is a overly dramatic soap opera with a lot of tomfoolery. Like, I can't with Hannah. All the hypocrisy. You know, she says that she believes God for everything, and it's okay for her bosses to give her stuff because they have money, but it's not okay for her daughter to make her own way in life and do a little bit of like fraud and prostitution to get money. Like, I mean, hey, Candace needs to get her money the way Candace gets her money, and the Bible says judge not. So I don't like the way Hannah is judging everything Candace does. And I'm gonna say this. I haven't watched the last season, so I'm like a season behind. You are the reason your grandson is dead. It's her fault. It's Hannah's fault. It's not Candace's fault. It's Hannah's fault. And if Hannah would have just stayed in her own lane and not been such a judgmental mom, then the little boy would be fine. You shouldn't have taken him to the hotel. So, anyway, I said what I said. Oh, number 2. It's from Game of Thrones, so I'm already letting that be known. So you know there's so many people it could be. Game of Thrones is exactly what the title says. It's like a game with all of these families, and they are in a war trying to see who the last man standing or sitting is to get the throne. And people be dying. People do be dying. So one of my relatives has a YouTube channel, and you know, I have almost 400 subscribers, so I take them very seriously, and so I want to definitely entertain while I have the time to entertain, and I can't just let anyone, you know, slip and slide onto my channel. But this particular relative of mine is always like, so I'm just gonna go ahead and let him talk. Horace, can you be quiet, please?
Can I do this thing, please?
What? Go.
So, make sure to watch the Sonic Show and watch my latest video called Star. And it's starting Sonic and Knuckles. And please subscribe to my channel and also this one. Anyway, bye.
Wait! Horace,
Yeah?
I have like 400 subscribers. Why should my subscribers... you know what? That wall is going to make you blend in because you have a blue shirt. Why should my subscribers subscribe to your channel?
No, because I need more subscribers.
Why? Why do you need more subscribers?
Because I only have about, I don't know, maybe 14. That's what I later saw on my channel.
But they're 14 strong, right? What do you do? What do you do on your channel?
I like and try to entertain people with the best I can with reaction and Woody Woodpecker and Sonic and stuff.
Why?
That's because I wanted to be a YouTuber, and I'm a YouTuber of entertainment. So how do I change my so I've been praying to change my category, but to entertainment, but it was on to people and gloves.
I'll change it for you.
Okay.
So, okay, but you're never in your channel. Like, why aren't you ever in your channel?
Well, because it's starting all the plushies and the cartoon characters, and for new fans of the TSS series, Baby Looney Tunes and new Looney Tunes are about to come out tomorrow.
Okay, are you trying to do promo? Are you going to pay me for this promo?
No, I'm not going to pay you because I'm not going to pay you. I don't have that much money. Anyway, it's going to come out tomorrow. See you. Bye. Peace out.
Bye.
Bye. Back to woman be talking.
Chrissy be talking.
Back to Chrissy be talking.
Cersei, of course, but that's an honorable mention. Who I was deciding between was Joffrey and Ramsay. It took a while. Like, I had to really think about which of these two were gonna be my number 2 worst villains, like the villain that I can't stand the most. If I see you on the street, we're done. I don't care if you're an actor. I don't have time for it. Scratch it. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care if you're an actor. You were acting too well. It's Ramsay. Ramsay from Game of Thrones. So I was gonna say Joffrey, but it's like, he was a douche, but he was young, and so it's like, you're young, and so then I have to sort of blame that a little bit on your parents, because your parents didn't raise you correctly, and of course your parents were like brother and sister, trying to hide it, all of that. So like, yeah, you're a villain, but you're not gonna be like my top villain from that show that I'll punch if I see on the street. My top villain is gonna be Ramsay, because, you know, yeah, I get it. I get it. You're the bastard kid, and you want to prove something, but that doesn't mean that you get to go around having your dogs try to eat people, Ramsay. Ugh! And then I saw the remake. They did this Marvel's, I can't remember the name of it now, but this Marvel's TV show. I think it was it Inhumans? And I saw Ramsay, and I was like, no. You might, because the first couple episodes, they didn't want him to be a villain, and even when I saw him, I was like, no, I don't care. I'm not about to feel sorry for you because of nothing. Because you were feeding people to dogs, and now you want to think because you don't have a superpower. None of it. None of it. None of it. So, number 2, Ramsay from Game of Thrones. So my number 1 villain category, my runner-up in this category is Rio from that show, The Good Girls. Good Girls is a show on NBC about these women, just normal housewives who end up robbing a store and becoming money launderers for a drug dealer. So just a typical suburban life. Really great show. He sucks. You're not the number 1, but you suck. He sucks, 1, because he shot Lucy. Like, seriously. And like, he does like stuff, like poke stuff. Like the last episode I saw, he got mad at her for something, and so she went home. It's not funny. She went home and all her furniture was gone, and he was like, don't ever lie to me again. So you took all her furniture? But the thing that makes me not like him the most is like, he's so evil, but he's so sexy. Ugh, I can't stand a sexy, evil person, because I don't want to like you, and I don't want to have thoughts like about you and you be evil. So that's why he's like the runner-up for number 1, because I don't want to like you. You're a drug dealer. I don't like it. But you are sexy. And before I say who my number 1 worst villain, I guess worst, best villain, he of course is like redeeming himself in these recent seasons, but my thought process has always been, why are you still alive? Why are you still alive? Number 1 villain from all TV, Negan Negan! Negan, why are you still alive? Why is Negan still alive? Rick? Rick was sexy. Rick is dead, maybe, possibly, and Negan is alive? And I couldn't stand Negan for the same reason, because he's sort of sexy. I can't stand that he's sort of sexy. I don't like it. Ooh, when Negan killed Glenn? That's my number one. My number one TV villain who I can't stand, Negan. It's my first time doing this, but I'm going to ask you to tell me who your favorite worst, like worst favorite or favorite worst villain from TV. You can do TV or movies. I want to know. Put it in the comments below, and I will see you next week for 5 Things Friday. Thanks for watching.